that the so-called Negro community is a criminal element. They can go in and question, brutalize, murder unarmed, innocent Negroes, and the white public is gullible enough to back them up.
What's happening? Like I say, this real life, man. I'm one phone
real on the ground, we in the street.
Bo hit me, and I'm
Run Mcadoo in the building.
Tell y'all some real life stories.
Y'all get ready. Hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that share button. We'll be right back.
You better live it right. Watch out for the snakes. They watching. I came up in 94 where all the banging was. Didn't have a father figure. All I had was streets and drugs. So naturally my mentality had me go and get it. I'm trying to paint a picture here. Sit back and listen. My mom on dope, she didn't start smoking till she graduated. By the time I was 14, I knew but couldn't take it. So now I'm rebellious, learning what a scale is. Trying to sell some Yale to this fiend, now I'm selling. We keep on losing cause we think this the right way to go. They kill my ground for nothing. What happens if you got dope? I throw my rays on, reminiscing about Trayvon. Why all my people get killed cause of their skin tone. My hands is in the air, say a prayer for the fallen ones. That's somebody's brother, that's somebody's son. Just like my mama's son. Back to the story, pimp. Everything I touch, I flip, it's like I had a gift. See, I didn't know no better. Defer to the pen. They gon' hate and try to rob, but tell it in the end. United we stand, divided we fall. But if we all come together, then united we ball. Hey, see, you's a black. They scared of us. We way too intelligent with our heart big as a bus. Why they keep killing us is something we need to discuss. Before I start a riot, nobody leaving but us.
We can make it better, make it better, make it better. It's like we don't matter at all. We can make it better, make it better, make it better. It's like we don't matter. Black lives don't matter at all.
The way that I've been feeling lately, white crooked cops should have been stillborn or died as babies. They murkers out here daily, shit about to drive me crazy. Pull brother over and belittle him in front his lady, or do whatever he want, cause he feel you a threat. It's his pistol you respect that gives him go to break your neck. Genetically he sees all our power, his ass with ease. Now we clouded by jealousy, don't wanna see me breathe. Weak behind that badge and that gun, and protected by the government. 9 brothers off, it shows white supremacy does exist. Not about race, but fuck that, I ain't trying to hear it. My skin could get me killed, but your skin gives you privilege. They pulled me over once and told me that I look suspicious. My car ain't robbed or shot nothing, I want to whoop them bitches. They let me go with the warning, they searched my car and everything. Didn't find no gun, didn't find no crack, didn't find no Mary Jane. At the time I played the game, cause I didn't know the laws. Them bitches pulled the kid over without probable cause. Fuck the laws. Trayvon Martin is underground, fuck the laws. Eric Harris sitting underground. A gang of unarmed brothers is sitting underground. Oscar Grant, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, and Michael Brown. My skin is my flag and I'ma ride for it. And if I gotta, goddamn it, then I'ma die for it. We are not the same. For years and years my people been lied to. I don't hate you, but I hate the fucking evil that drives you. Tired of y'all pulling the kid over on some suspicion of selling dope, and Michelle Owens is still missing. Fuck all that marching and singing and chitter chatter. I stay strapped apparently cause my black life don't matter.
I wish we can make it better, make it better, make it better.
It's the real underground. That was about Arkansas Bowl, E-Dub. Black lives don't matter, man.
I wish.
Oh shit. Oh. Hey, we might need to be featuring Run Mac. Hold up, man. We're gonna take him across the hall to the studio when we leave this interview, man.
That's y'all what I do.
Hey, look here. We ain't gonna, you up here about this position you running for.
Right.
But we ain't gonna forget about backyard.
Backyard is still in the building.
We ain't gonna forget about backyard Run Mcadoo, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, for the people out there who don't know, you might not be a Little Rock or Arkansas representative. You might been sleeping under a rock or whatever, man. But Run Mcadoo, man, one of the founders, I feel like, of this Arkansas hip hop movement. You feel what I'm saying? Before there was a D Dirt, Lil Rock Obama. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he passed down the title Lil Rock Obama to me. You feel me? Because he was doing his thing in the city before me, and now he's in the building with me, but not on the music tip. He running for city board director, position 9.
That's right.
Explain first off what the board director does.
All right, so if you're on the city board of directors, what you do, you set policy and you hold the purse strings, meaning that you decide where the money goes, how the money is spent. And so Little Rock has a budget of almost $300 million. And so you can negotiate and figure out and move and manipulate and put that money where it need to be. As I say, put some paint where it ain't.
So but when it says position 9, what that mean?
So there are 10 positions. So the first 7 have wards, meaning they represent a certain set.
Okay.
Right? So they represent a certain area in Little Rock. That's what the ward is. But you have at-large positions. So 8, 9, and 10 are at-large. And so the history of the at-large position is that they came in around about 58. And if you look at history, it was right after the 57 crisis of Little Rock Central High School. So what they did was the powers that be decided that they needed to make sure that they had a trump card in the decision making and where the money went and how things went in Little Rock. So they added these 3 positions so that, as I explained it to one of my students the other day, it's like one area gets more than one representative because you got these at large. Now, at large also means that it's citywide. So anybody within the limits of Little Rock can vote for Ron Mack.
So it ain't like if I'm Democratic, I gotta vote for Democrat. If I'm Republican,
no. Actually, it's a nonpartisan race. So you don't declare a party when you run for this position.
Okay. Everybody who tapped in right now, do me a favor, hit that share button. Everybody hit that share button. We talking about real big boy stuff. I ain't bringing you no underground rap interviews tonight or none of the regular stuff. This is some real underground important stuff. I'm gonna try to get somebody in here to holler about this census. I'm gonna talk to you about this census too.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the big homie, big bro Osiris Bali for setting up the alley oop.
That's the first thing I gotta say. If it wasn't for Osiris, he was like, man. You want to be on D-Dirt.
That's how he talk.
Yeah. I was like, do I? You know, and shouts out to you, man, because you sent me like a little promo, where you were like, hey, Ron Mack, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So you gave me that little plug, which was cool. And I've been able to use that. And so he said, you want to be on the real underground? You know, I can hit up Dirt. I was like, Lil Rock Obama?
Man, stop playing, bro.
Let's get... Oh, yeah.
Hey man, stop playing, man. We got Ron Mcadoo, man. One of the hip hop founders in the building is now running for city board director position. Now, when they vote, when is voting?
November the 3rd, but you can start early voting October the 19th. So if you hadn't registered, you can still register before October the 5th. And I know it's a lot of brothers and sisters out there that say, you know, my vote don't count. I ain't doing it. But I'm telling you, we can make stuff happen locally. If we don't do nothing anywhere else,
right.
We can make stuff happen locally. And once again, this budget is $300 million for the city.
You would be responsible for where that is allocated.
Yes. I would be the one pitching, hey, look, I think we need money to go in this area.
Yeah.
You know, and so I have to convince the other 9 to roll with me or a majority.
Yeah.
And the other part of that is that's a lot of money. But also what's at stake on November the 3rd, of course, is the presidential election. Mm-hmm. What's also at stake on November the 3rd is the school board election. And their budget is almost $400 million. Mm-hmm. So this voting is tied to a lot of money, and where this money will go will depend upon who wins.
And like my guy 607 and Osiris came up here once before. They was really pushing the issue about local voting, how important local, you know what I'm saying? People say, my vote don't count. It might not with the presidential shit,
Right.
but with this local thing, like these are the people who making decisions about your community,
Exactly.
about your school district, all the stuff that affects you. The people who, when you go to court, the people who gonna put you
Right.
in jail or put your kids in jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that.
The board of directors are over the police department,
Yeah.
over the fire department.
So that would be you.
Right.
And,
Along with the other nine.
other nine.
Yeah.
What made you decide to want to get into politics?
Man, truthfully, man, I've tried to push the needle musically. You know, I've done
Had a message in your
protest
music? Right,
songs,
right.
message in the music, grown man music. So I've been doing that type of thing for ever.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Backyard started in '92, but we've always had an activist aspect to what we did. I mean, because you got to think about, you know, my lineage is the Public Enemy and the NWA, and you know what I'm
I
saying?
was just gonna ask you about the hat. It reminds me of
that
Public
was,
Enemy,
yeah,
NWA.
but that was
oh, that was a breakdown.
That was Boogaloo Shrimp. You know, because I see, I'm a hip hopper. That's
Yeah.
why I'm Run Back the Hip Optimist.
Yeah.
Because I break, I DJ, I turntable. I'm a turntablist. You
So
know
you
what I'm
be
saying?
scratching.
Yeah. I'm not like a mixed club DJ.
Push button.
Right, push button DJ.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not DJ Khaled. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like a turntablist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a graffiti artist. You
Right.
know,
Real hip hop.
yeah, graphing, breakdancing. I did all of that before I started MCing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What you think? How have your other constituents and other companions feel about having this person with such deep hip hop roots joining their circle, or potentially joining their circle?
Well, I mean that's been by my advisors, and well, I won't even say advisors, but people that I go to. Some of them say, Mac, you are who you are. That may be a detriment, but if you want the same thing you've been getting, do the same thing you've been doing.
Yeah.
But if you want to get something new, you gonna have to, do something new.
Yeah.
And the ideas that I'm gonna bring to the table are gonna be from a whole nother lane, because my perspective is from a hip hop perspective, truly.
Yeah.
Because
And
I
hip-
grew up in the culture.
And hip hop, you know what I'm saying? The people don't need to look at it as like, you know what I'm saying, urban. This like hip hop is like the black community. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I look at it like this. The best thing and worst thing that they did was do that in popular media with hip hop, which is say hip hop equates to black culture. And so when they did that, they kind of isolated everything, because they kept just locking it into that, but it's global. It's everybody.
True.
And so the bad thing about that is you got some people in the black community that don't prescribe to hip hop. But I'll tell you this, even biblically, if the Bible says the poor will always be with you, and then you got hip hop make something from nothing as a culture, then if it is basically the base level is making this culture.
Yeah.
They saying this is what we do, because we gotta be able to piece this, as 607 said, piece this together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We piecing things together until we can make something out of it. And so if that's gonna always be with us, hip hop will always be here.
We gotta use it.
It won't leave.
It's the voice.
Right.
So you gotta use the voice, man.
Right.
Hey.
And along with that is the hip hop attitude, that confidence, that drive, that ambition, and I'm soul driven. I'm somebody once asked me, "Hey Mac, if you get in, are you going to just kind of go along with the crowd?" I was like, you know how long I've been wearing this hat this way? How much flack I got from being who I am? Has that dissuaded me? I've been original. I ain't never followed the trend.
Yeah.
I always been who I was. So don't think that I'm gonna stop doing what I do now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be who I am.
Hey man, Run Mcadoo, City Board Director, position 9. I need everybody first, if you ain't registered, to get registered.
Yes,
you
sir.
got until what?
October the 5th.
To get registered.
Right.
And then vote on.
October the 9th is when early voting starts.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear? I need y'all to do that. I need y'all also to hit that share button. I need everybody to hit that share button. Tag somebody in the comments who need to hear this. Shout out to Frank Burton tapped in right now. Shout out to Osiris tapped in. Vanessa.
Bali.
Who else on this thing, man? Shout out to Motivated Sabra, Joshua Richardson, Dennis the Menace, Flight Risk Clevo out there in Atlanta. What's up with it, homie? Everybody hit that share button, man. We got the homie Run Mcadoo in the building. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram too. That's his Instagram on the screen. What you been doing leading up until this political campaign? Like you was in the school district or something like that?
Yeah, so and I kind of started to lend it. So I did it with I was doing my thing, messaging the music, but I've also been part of the protest movement here. I mean, everything from Katrina relief to going down to Jenna 6. I went to the first Million Man March. I went to the Millions More March. I participated in events with the NAACP. And so I've been active and in the streets and doing things progressively in terms of trying to make change happen and make change happen for those who need for change to happen, you know.
Right.
I would say people would say, hey man, you know, when you get to knock on the door and they say, hey, can you donate to this? Hey, I give at the job, and I give at the job for real. I've been teaching for 26 years in the Little Rock School District. You know, I've had children with terminal diseases who passed away. I've had children who've been shot and killed. I've had children who've killed people. Yeah. You know, I worked at the alternative school for 9 years. So it's like, when I say I give it the job, I do. Man, if a child needs something, I've had parents call me and say, my child was lost. Can you go find them? You know what I'm saying? So I've done this academically through education. I've done this through music. I've done this through the streets. Now, this is the new platform. This is the new stage. This is the new avenue. I think we need to get in politics. Actually, we have a lot of hip hoppers moving in that direction.
True.
When Scarface did what he did,
Scarface, like the Killer Mikes.
Yeah, the Killer Mikes, David Banner.
Yeah.
You know, when they start speaking out, and again, Chuck D and all he was doing with Public Enemy and Cube. You know, speaking out, and now he has this agenda for Black America or whatever he calls it. So this is not done in a vacuum. I think we're all coming of age. Hip hop is coming of age, and it's time to infiltrate, infuse, and get into these other areas and bring our perspective, because we have a perspective that I believe can benefit the whole.
It definitely can. It's a new regiment coming along. You know, all the old powers that be, they eventually gonna die off, and it's gonna have to make room for new ideals, new mindsets. You know what I'm saying? So,
but see, that's what you did.
What you mean?
That's what you did. That's what the real underground is. Because hip hop is non-conformity. Hip hop is, okay, you won't let me in. You won't let me in the house. Well, I'll build my own house.
You hear me?
You see what I'm saying? That it's that independence. It's that I know what the people want.
Yeah.
And I know what a community wants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that. You're not doing it mainstream.
Cause we
You're
in the
not
streets.
doing it. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, if one door closes, you know, we gonna kick down the back door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. So I think that type of perspective needs to be in every room, at every table, and being able to put a voice to that.
Hey man, Run Mcadoo in the building, running for city board director, position 9. I need all y'all to register to vote first and then go vote. I need y'all to go vote for not only this position and look out for the name Run Mcadoo. I need y'all to vote for all your local positions, because those are the positions that really make a difference in the city, in the community, in the state, man. Shout out to everybody tapped in right now. Everybody hit that share button, run them numbers up. So after you win this position,
Hey man, I love that.
you know what I'm saying, we're gonna speak it into existence. Well, first off, who running against you?
Well,
Is there anybody running?
they're probably running against me, but I'm not running against anybody. I'm running to win.
Okay.
So, but it's 7 people in the race. So it's 6 other people
On for this
for
position
this one
9.
position.
This must be a high position.
This the hot. Hey, this the one,
Number 9?
and I'm gonna get it.
The
Yeah,
number 9.
Number 9.
It got 8 other positions.
Yeah, they yeah.
Is it a lot of people running for the other 8?
Well, Ward 4 is open. I mean, Ward 4 is up for election.
Uh-huh.
It's not an open seat, and Ward 9 and 10 are also open. So there are 4 seats that will be in this election.
Yeah.
And the majority of the people are running
For 9.
for my seat.
Hey man, look here, we finna get
For my seat.
He said for his seat.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? We're gonna get Run Mac in there. He gonna make some changes, you know what I'm saying? Influence a lot of changes. So when you get in there, do you have plans on going to other positions or going to higher political powers?
Honestly, man, first of all, I don't know how this thing will work out, other than the fact that I get in. But once I get in, you know, Lord willing, once I get in, my thing is I want to affect change.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much. My ambition, my drive is not so much to be in a certain title. My thing is to affect change. You know, so wherever I can best affect change is where I want to be.
I can
You know,
that.
if that's an elected place or if that's just outside of that, you know, doing something else. But I've always wanted to provide a venue.
Mm-hmm.
When I did the radio show, it was about providing a venue. Brothers in the Backyard. Anybody knew that on Power 92?
Mm-hmm.
Even at Power 92 when I was doing the rec shop, you know, it was I wanted to provide spaces, and my show was one of the few shows, if any, that played anything local.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on my show. Of course, it was 2:00 a.m. at
Man,
night.
anything is plenty, man.
But yeah, you see what I'm saying? So that opportunity, and then when I was on
98.5.
Yeah, no, 90. Oh Lord have mercy, I
Was-
can't remember
Was
the
the
call
Central
letter.
part, Central, West, Central?
No, it was West Central.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I was on there, I played all local.
yeah.
All local. So every time I've had the opportunity, I provided a venue. When as a matter of fact, the troop that I work with, the youth I work with, my wife founded an organization, and I gotta say what's up to my wife. The Arkansas Teacher of the Year for 2019. She represented every student and every teacher.
The Arkansas Teacher of the Year.
Arkansas
the whole
Teacher of the Year.
state Teacher
The whole
of the Year.
state, yeah.
Dang.
For 2019. And
That's
so
heavy.
for the whole year, she was the Arkansas Teacher of the Year. She even got to stand by Trump, which is nothing to say.
But
I was in the other room,
Yeah.
because I would have talked to him. But
What would you have said?
I can't say that. I'm running for But anyway, but yeah, and to go out of the country, you know, to go to Europe and be able to represent Arkansas as the Teacher of the Year.
That's what she got to do? Go to
yeah,
Europe?
Yeah. Went to some countries in Europe, just all over the world. She represented education for the state. She was the ambassador of the state for education.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
A power couple.
Yeah, so I gotta say what's up to Stacy James Mcadoo, the forever 2019 Arkansas Teacher of the Year.
Hey man, Frank Burton said I'm next in the politics. I'm already in the politics, Frank. My name Lil Rock Obama. I'm a street politician. You know what I'm saying? I'm the president of the USA, United States of Arkansas, man. I'm bringing all these guys together. People like Ron Mcadoo, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting them up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my part. You feel me?
Hey, the curator.
Yeah,
Put it all together.
Yeah. So everybody, go register, go vote.
I got another place they can go to.
What's that?
So my website is littlerocklove.com. littlerocklove.com. Everybody was like, again, you know, like most people put, you know, Run Mac for office or something like that. Mine is littlerocklove.com. I don't know if you remember, but my brother, before he left and went to Atlanta, he came out with a song.
Shout out to Razor Mac.
That's right. Razor Mac, Snap. I don't know what other aliases he want me to put out there.
Yeah.
The Body Snatcher. But anyway, he came out with a song called Little Rock Love, and it became an anthem for that summer. It was one of our biggest musical hits, you know. And so it's partly in tribute to my brother, but also it's the reality that what I want to see is Little Rock love. What I want to see is the best of Little Rock. That's why I came up with the term hip-optimist. One, because I'm a rapper and we all got to have different names that we say all the time. You know, Run Mac, the main sticker, Mr. Miscellaneous, the hip-optimist. You know, we got to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Pop your shit one time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So hip-optimism is something I came up with that means seeing the greatest in urban underground culture. So when I say Little Rock Love, I want us to really bring up Little Rock. I want Little Rock to be like in Atlanta. I want us to have character. I want people to know, and they only know that by our arts. When you say movies, you think California, LA, Hollywood. When you say graffiti, you think New York. When you say jazz, you think New Orleans. When you say blues, you think Beale Street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the arts are what give character to something.
So we need some arts.
We got arts. The problem is that's the reason you had to build this format, because wasn't nobody checking for us.
True.
So the arts are here. I mean, how long? You remember that time I was performing and I fell through the stage at Eula and kept rapping? Hey, we've been here forever, man.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
for real. So we need, the real underground is here to bring attention and spotlight to anything on the ground. And I was talking to my dude, another Runnell Wiggins, aka Runnell Williams, and no lie, he said the same thing. He says, we don't have no art. This was like a week ago. He said that he inboxed me this, and he was on one of his rants, and he was talking about we don't have no arts here in Arkansas, in Little Rock. And I was like, he might have a point.
No, we do, man. We do. We just have to. We don't have a platform. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's why we used to really be so mad at 92 all the time. But we know it's our business and we shouldn't have been mad, but we didn't understand it back then. But like we was like, we need somebody just to put a spotlight on what we got going.
And remember, if you remember when we had that meeting about locomotives, one thing that I said was be mindful that we will become the gatekeepers. So I know that you done got heat from it. The dude drove all the way in his car all the way home cause he was like, man, he didn't play my stuff and Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said in that meeting, look, all these systems have gatekeepers. And so once you create a system, an institution like this is an institution. Man, we don't have arts. We got an institution here. Yeah. We got something that's legacyable. I made that shit up.
That's a new word.
Right. I said I wasn't gonna cuss on this interview. But anyway, we got a legacy right here. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So this is all a part of that movement in looking at and finding and understanding that we got talent here. We just need to blow it.
Hey, and you are a part of this legacy because you took it to another level. And you have jumped into the political arena.
Right.
So I can only imagine, you know, what gates you can now open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's part of being a gatekeeper. Yeah, I might be a gatekeeper, but like, I don't like them gatekeepers out there who never open the gate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's never a fair chance.
Yeah,
No
you know
one
what I'm
gets
saying?
a look.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, you know, whether whatever has been done to you, but, you know, hey, give people a shot, open the gate, you know what I'm saying? Let a couple people in, kick it. You can always kick them back out.
Hey, it's your institution.
You feel me? Yo,
Right.
man. So y'all go to littlerocklove.com for any other information, man. We got the infamous Ron Mack in the building. We got Sauced It or Tossed It coming up in about 20 minute-ish, whenever the Petty Gang get here. So any artists out there trying to get y'all music played, you want some real live, honest feedback, not what your mama, dad, brother, sister them gonna tell you.
Right.
It's gonna be that real deal feedback, so leave your feelings at home, but send us the sauceortoss@gmail.com. It's coming up. So get your music in now, get it in early, because y'all know them lines get long. Some other off-the-wall questions that really don't really... on a political topic, then I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions that don't really got nothing to do with politics. Just you know, just get your opinion on. But I was at the what was I? I think when they had the thing at Central High for the Black Lives Matter rally, maybe I'm not sure, but they had some people out there with the clipboards doing some signing the petitions
and things.
So the guy was trying to get us. I signed up. I signed it. It was for gerrymandering. I always heard that word like in school and on TV, on news, whatever. And I was like, man, what is gerrymandering? I always hear this word, and he explained that it was like when they set up the school districts. They set up the zones. So then the zone, say school district number 1, the money, the taxes that school district number 1 accumulate, they spend it. That's on the school that's in district number 1, and then in district number 2, the money that they accumulate, they spend it for number 2. So, but what if school district number 2 was a poor district? They didn't accumulate a lot of money. They didn't have a lot of money for their school. So he was saying they trying to stop gerrymandering, so they accumulate a bucket of money and then distribute it to all the schools evenly.
Well, I look at it more in terms of how you cut the pie for voters.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is, say me and you, we think alike, and say, man, we need to run the city. Okay, so, but they have split the line down the middle, and these two brothers think alike, but they divided us. But we want to run the city, and we have access to cutting the line. So what we can do, we can cut the line to where
it's a little uneven.
Yeah, where we split it, where they have to choose who gonna run, but we got a section, and I got a section. So you got a section, I got a section, cause we cut the line and then put them in the same section. So they have to pick one or the other, but we got 2 votes to 1 because of how we just cut the line.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's that those type of strategies that happen with gerrymandering, where you could have a black population, and you say, I can cut this in a way that they only get 1 representative, or I can cut it in a way that we get all the representatives because all of them cut through Chenal, let's say. We can cut all the way south Little Rock over there by St. John's in Washington Elementary. We can cut that some kind of way where Pleasant Valley is part of that. And then get a representative from Pleasant Valley in that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's the way you cut the zones and cut the lines so that you get more power to be over the money and budget. Right,
for that particular school district or for that district period.
For it could be anything. It could be governorship. It could be, well, not governorship, but it could be any divided type of area.
Yeah.
So a ward, in the case of City Board of Directors, a school zone for school board members. So anything that could be kind of cut and recut.
Okay, I got you. Thank you for explaining it to me, because it seemed important to me when they explained it to me, like, and I could see how, because I remember reading something about how 630, and if you look at 630, how stuff on this side of 630 and this
Right.
side of 630, like when you start splitting up stuff and thinking about the political way back in the day, they're like, okay, we gotta desegregate this shit. So well, this time we gonna do this and gonna do this and do this.
Right.
You know, when you at the top, you can manipulate stuff and do things in a
Exactly.
certain way. Yeah, to make it fall in favor of whoever you want to make it
Right.
fall in favor of.
And thus what happens is people do feel like their vote doesn't count, you know, because man, we didn't have nobody to vote for, or you know, we got it cut to where they can only vote for me for this and only vote for you for that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Run Mcadoo in the building, man. Not only running for city board director, man, the hip hoptimist, turntablist, poetry. I might get him to do a poem before he get up out of here. You
for
know
sure,
what I'm saying?
for sure.
Poetry, break dancing.
For-
I mean, man, the dude just embodies whatever hip hop is, and now he's took his platform to politics, city board director, position 9. Y'all make sure y'all go out and vote. Alicia Aguilera, what's up with your girl? Cyrus Bali still tapped in with us. Everybody hit that share button. Sauce of the Toss is coming up. Census.
Yes.
What you think about it? Is they still out doing it? They came to my house, and my old lady told them to get on. But I told her, don't you know, girl, this is important?
Yeah.
So how important, because I remember Osiris was up here telling us about the importance of census, and that controls how much money gets spent in the
Right.
hood, because if everybody don't, you know what I'm saying, but people knock on your door in the hood and people gonna tell them, you know what I'm saying, or in black neighborhoods or
Right.
black people period, they like, they ain't telling you shit. I don't want you to know how
Right.
many people in my house
Right.
and you
We
know this.
suspicious.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, so what? How do we fight this or overcome this or what?
Yeah, I mean, the census is something that we need to participate in, because it does allocate and show where money needs to be allocated.
That's gonna affect your position. So the census, they get the numbers. Okay, Ron Matt, this how much the census says. So is it gonna impact what you do?
Well, it will impact, yes, the whole of Little Rock. It will determine how much monies can come in, because it's sort of like in the school district you have federal monies. You have monies that the state give the school based on each child.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody in here who got kids, every time you send your child to school, that school gets $6,000 or more. Well, actually more than 6,000, but we'll say 6,000. And wherever your child goes, that 6,000 follows them. So if you don't count everybody, you missing out on that money that's allocated for that individual.
Okay.
So yeah.
So everybody that's not counted, your community just missed out on all that money.
Right.
So if you miss out on 100 people times 6,000.
Right. Let's just say. Right.
Man, look, y'all start running them folks off, y'all. I seen people getting cussed out. I've been seeing people. Hey, man, y'all do the census, man.
Right. It's good to have a healthy suspicion, but this is a good thing.
So you started out with hip hop. How you been still keeping your ear to the streets of the local hip hop?
Not like I need to. My son is in hip hop.
Okay.
So
how old is
keep me. He's 20. He'll be 21 next month.
Okay.
So he's on his fifth project. He's working on
What's
his
his name?
fifth project. CEO Norrell.
I
gotta get some of his stuff.
I'm gonna
up
look
here.
him up. Yeah.
Look
yeah.
up CEO Norrell. So anyway, on all your streaming platforms, and so he's about to build a studio at the crib. He has a studio, but he's about to really invest in it and make it straight, because he got a full ride to Tennessee State, man. Engineering major, civil engineering, just a brainiac, man. My daughter, full ride. Well, I'm a school teacher, so I take no credit. It's all Miss Mac.
Had the Joe Jackson.
Miss Mac. Exactly. They were like, why your kid so good? I was like, whoop his work. You know what I'm saying? Whoop his work. So anyway, but yeah, their mother, I give the their mother all the credit for where they are and what they're doing, but he keeps me abreast of the young cats.
So,
the JHDs
40 years of hip hop in Arkansas. You was here from kind of the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Do you see
now if we start talking about 490 and
all that?
and
all that.
101 Click and
all that.
Lokes Off Wolf and,
all
and
that.
DJ Lloyd
Look.
and
See, I'm familiar with a
Tank
lot of them.
and
Yeah.
Tick and Cuz and all the producers that were around at that time, and like I said, Doghouse and
see, for y'all don't know, when he walked in here, he was like,
Yeah.
the Real Underground. He was like, this used to be Doghouse Studios.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I recorded on Reel to Real, so my history. Some people's history go back 5 years with hip hop. Mine goes back like 30 years.
Yeah.
Because I started my company in 1992.
And hip hop is only,
So-
I think, 40 years. Period. I think.
Right. Like, well, no,
Supposed
it
to be.
started in like Africa Bambaataa. Kool Herc puts it up at like 73.
73 years old.
No, 73. 1973.
Oh, 1973. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
That was the first hip hop house party.
okay, so in Arkansas, I feel like we can say it's about 40 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
or
definitely.
more.
Definitely.
So have you seen?
Because you got Bubbling Brown Sugar, who was breakdancing.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, they breakdancers. You had. I mean, so yeah, when you start talking that age of hip hop, that's when I was doing things real big.
So-
and then I remember when people. I remember when 607 came on the scene. He was in one of my first talent shows, rap contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Ninth Scientist. I remember SJ. I remember when Graham came on the scene.
Yeah.
Of course, I remember when y'all came on the scene. A whole crew of y'all, and I drew y'all faces. You know.
We went to this dude's house, man. This dude sit there and drew us on the spot like them caricatures. Dude sit there and drew us, looked just like us, man. I'm like, who in the hell is this dude right here? Then he stopped, did like some poetry, hip hop, did like a break dance, all in the same sit down. I'm like, man, who is this dude, bro? Mcadoo, but my homeboy Craig introduced us. R.I.P. Craig, man.
Brother-in-law,
He passed away in a car accident, man. But he the one introduced us to Run Mcadoo. We was new. We went from Little Rock. He was like, man, my uncle, man, he do this music stuff, this and that. I was like, okay, bet. But yeah, man. So how you seen the what growth have you seen? And what do you see we need to still go in this? Cause we still pushing the line. We still feel like, you know what I'm saying, we done came a long way, but we still got so far to go. What do you see needs to be done, or does anything need to be done?
Well, man, like things like this, so some people get mad, you know what I'm saying, when the next generation exceeds them.
Mm-hmm.
I had a radio show. Mm-hmm. You got a radio station.
So next nigga gonna have a what?
The world. We going for the world.
Yeah.
The world is next, and then it's in the galactic.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? That's evolution.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of what I see. Of course, technology got cheaper and cheaper.
True.
When I started, I was on the rolling 505. You know what I'm saying? Now you got
just got Fruity
Logic
Loops.
and
FL Studio.
FL Studio. You got all that stuff on your laptop, in your phone. You got stuff on your phone.
True.
So it's like, and just I just remember where we came from. I told somebody this the other day. I remember when it wasn't cool to be a rapper.
It still kinda ain't.
Nah, man. Oh, I've seen the evolution. I remember being the cat at the junior high dance, breakdancing with the 5 dudes, to be in the corner breakdancing.
Yeah.
While everybody else got parachute pants on and Michael Jackson stuff on and Jerry curls. I'm looking over there looking like Run DMC and Rakim.
But see, you was being different, standing out. Now you all of them look alike.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I said it still kind of ain't, cause it's like, damn, you want to be what everybody else want to be.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I see it as moving forward. I actually had the pleasure of being in the room with MC Light, and she said that I have to find something in hip hop because that would be like a mother abandoning their child because they went some crazy way. You know, as a parent myself, I can never abandon my child. I don't care what my child does, right?
Right.
I can't abandon them. And so that's what MC Light was saying. You know, she was there at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
Well, Common said I used to love her.
right, right. He
Now
kind of
she's
left
a-
out there.
Now she done got set out.
Right, by Cube now.
So you know,
Hey.
two perspectives on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
She's somebody's sister.
She's somebody's. What you think about the Cardi B Offset divorce? Did you hear about
How
that?
new was that?
Today.
Oh, I was finna say,
Today.
cause I thought she was rolling with her. I thought she was Bobby and Whitney with her.
I guess WAP is not good enough.
Oh,
Are you familiar with the WAP? I don't know if you in tune. I don't know if you can talk about this running for city director. I mean,
he ain't wild. Hey, but I thought he was stepping out. I thought that was the problem.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know, today I seen like a lot of. Then I even Googled it. It was on iHeartMedia.
I like Cardi.
So I thought they was a good couple.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but now, no,
they were a hood couple, but I thought they.
now, and he
Oh,
won't,
yeah.
and he won't custody.
Oh, of course he does.
I guess his in court he gonna be like, what kind of parent makes a song about WAP? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah, but she making money, man.
They
So
both
she
making money.
Yeah, but I think she the Beyonce of the relationship.
What you think about these versus battles that's been going on in the industry? And they had Gladys and what you call it the other night? How
They
you call
cool.
any of them? Or,
They cool. Initially when they came out, I thought it was gonna be a live set, or at least even if they went a cappella for a minute. But they play hits. So now that I see what it is, it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool?
It's cool. Yeah. I would have loved if it was a little more live, or cap it off with a acapella or something.
you know, we had some local versus battles. I don't know if you called them yet.
I
We
didn't
did
catch
two.
them.
We did first one was some out of town cats, but they was underground, but they kind of had got a buzz on the real underground. One they was called Hurt Town, and a guy they both from Alabama named Sean 1K. I mean, we had 600 viewers on the live the whole time. We did like 20,000 views by the time we got off live. Like it was big for the real underground.
Yeah.
And then last week we did Rod D versus E-Dub. Yeah.
Ooh.
The King versus the Boss. You know who we doing next? I'm just trying to get next.
Ooh.
Arkansas Bow versus 607.
Oh.
You got to tune in. That's what I'm telling you now. I know you're going to see that.
Oh Lord.
Cause you know what I'm saying, that E-Dub versus Rod D, it was bringing some memories back to some people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They was reminiscing. You know what I'm saying? It was real nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, they didn't realize. And I like to do it because a lot of people don't realize. You know what I'm saying? They catalog don't realize they was doing music back when they done did music with whoever. You feel what I'm saying?
Speaking of E-Dub, if I remember correctly, and he can correct me, but I think he said my studio was the first studio he ever recorded at.
E-Dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, E-Dub a real OG
Man.
in the game, man.
E-Dub.
Yeah, and we got a couple of versus battles coming up. We got like 6 of them
6
coming up
in
on the real
Arkansas
underground.
Bowl.
6 in Arkansas Bowl. So and we got some producer. We got Big Keys versus Motif.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? We got some DJ battles. I'm trying to get Deja Blue to battle somebody.
I saw Motif